Greetings, Scorpios. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot. And I am here to do your weekly. This weekly will be for Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. And what I've noticed as far as my weeklies are becoming, because I'm getting my videos down like for all of the signs for a month in a short amount of time. But when it comes to doing dailies, I don't quite have the time for that just yet. I'm working on it. So the weeklies are mostly going to be like an updated message from your monthlies. And, you know, basically anything outside of your monthly is just going to be extra added energy to cultivate your month. This message here, the reading that I'm doing, is basically how they feel about you, / what's going on with them, what their feelings are, all of that good stuff. And this is for Scorpios who are, you know, beginning a relationship with someone, already in a relationship with someone, but this is not for single Scorpios, okay? This is shining light on a relationship that is in existence or is blossoming. There's already that understanding. So just now, forgive me, y'all, if I mispronounce this. It's Ajoite, Ajoite, which is number 30, and Malachite. So it's an interesting message. Oh, well, let me go ahead and read you the tarot that we have. The Two of Swords, with the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Coins, the Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Emperor. So with Ajoite, what it's letting me know, Scorpio, is that this is more so for you. The wisdom and guidance that I'm getting here from the stones. And now this is about you having compassion, okay? There is a situation that you need to have compassion for. This relationship is something that all might not be understood. Now that's what's coming under the Malachite energy. You know, Ajoite, I'm going to talk about passion. Malachite is going to be talking about things hidden beneath the surface. And, you know, all is not known with this Malachite stone here. Or it's not all that it seems. Now, it talks about a danger that potentially looms. For some of you, it may be actual, I don't want to say like actual danger that you're in, but yeah, I mean, I am getting a message that for some of you Scorpios, like, this person was intriguing, this person was eyeing, you know, you really developed a fancy, but there's a reason that you've always been kind of distant from them. You should explore that more to really get to know them before jumping into a relationship, because I feel as though basically just one of the messages for you groups of Scorpios is that if you jump in too soon, shit might get crazy, okay? But for others of you, what I'm really reading this as is like, there may be the danger in the form of somebody who is able to manipulate you or attack you mentally or psychically. Now, this isn't to say that they're an evil person or this is what they mean or intend to do. But when we get down into the tarot, we see someone who's still at a crossroads. We see someone who not only is having to make a decision, but they're choosing to kind of put a decision off. Like, out of all the decision cards we have the Two of Swords and the upright position, which is basically letting you know that there's something that this individual is not handling that's allowing y'all to fully be together, to have the relationship that, like, you know you should. Like, you're trying to figure out what's going on. Well, we have somebody that before you Some of them before you, but honestly, Scorpio, for some of these people here, it might be from the hands of you. If this is a second coming, or just a coming back together. But there, was a lot of deceit and betrayal that this person feels. Okay, and there's a lot of burdens that they feel as far as not being able to pick up the pieces to heal themselves to move on. So there's not a lot of yeah, no, Scorpios, this is from somebody else. Somebody did this to this person. And this is the crossroads here, is because what they want to do is have a relationship full of reciprocity and love and honestly a certain level of dependability with the Six of Coins. Someone really wants to create this joyous foundation of establishing a life with you. However, what they can't seem to get over, and then down below we have with the Five of Cups especially, is heartbreak that they experience that still seems to be a trauma to them, still seems to torture them. And I have high reason to believe that they still do have communication with this person. Okay? Because the swords aren't just indicative to me of, how they're feeling, but that there is communication still going on between the source that's causing it. And I think, that's the type of shit that we talk about when we talk about having to be weary with the energy of danger looming, because you have this potential detriment to the relationship that you're trying to establish. And then somebody that, the person that you're dealing with, since they're still not over this fully, or it's still tormenting them, as they deal with you, they may come to you with some unhealthy games and some, just some unhealthy energy. Not like they want to be bad or malicious, but again, this is just the energetic state that they're in, the mind state that they're in, so on and so forth. There is a spot of positivity because I see someone being able to finally find some structure within themselves. They're able to go within and find a little structure within the Six of Wands throughout all of the chaos. And at a certain point, this connection that you're in, Scorpio, won't be at a standstill. It won't be at a standstill for very long. With the Eight of Wands and the Emperor, this is someone who is going to come in with communication, make intentions clear of what they want, stick to it, and be very stern about it. Now, I don't know what the situation is that has to take place. I don't know if there's going to be some type of tower moment, if there's going to be some type of aha moment that this person has to just completely cut ties with this other individual. But I'm not feeling like it's just that strong third-party energy, I feel like this is someone who's literally trying to get away from a connection that just seems to be hard for them. But they're not trying to, balance the two of you, Scorpio. Which is better news than what it could be. Yeah, but for some of you, this could be a person that you dealt with that's getting a second wind and is just have to learn how to come back around to you. You could have been dealing with another fixed sign if this is a person of the past. You trying to make a decision too, Scorpio? Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think you two are very compatible. Look, we've got the Three of Cups and the Two of Wands right here. Speaking of our twos. And we got the Strength card with the Ten of Coins. Falling out is the Wheel of Fortune. I think you're seeing all this, and you know where you come from, Scorpio, where you come from in your love life. like everything you've just gotten out of, right? The cycles you've ended. Wheel of Fortune coming up. So we're talking about like particularly the cycles you've ended. And I don't think that, as you know, this may have been going on for those of you who are involved with someone, I don't think you've been sweating it too much. I think you have just decided to keep it as casual as them, as you feel they're keeping it, from like what you know, what hasn't been brought to the surface yet. Because this Three of Cups and Two of Wands means like, it's like, what I'm getting from their Two of Swords to the Two of Wands, you're like, hey, look, whatever you got going on, if it's another person, if it's that you're not really feeling me, whatever it is too, like, it's really all about what you want to do. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and put too much energy into something and it backfire on me. Like, you can call me when you call me. We can see each other when we see each other. We can talk when you want to talk. I'll be here. I'll listen. But in the meantime, I'm definitely not going to stop living my life. So there's kind of like this, well, if you want to leave it up to that, I'll leave it up to that too kind of thing going on here. And that's definitely one form of you staying within your protection, okay? Definitely pay attention to just protecting yourself emotionally and psychically, though, because by you playing it like that, it may, you know, put somebody in their feelings to what they're projecting energetically out, you know, because people do, you know, they're able to send messages to us, like to our hearts and to our minds, and really like be present in our field, right? And I think, you know, again, that's that type of psychic manipulation that you don't need. You know, keep doing you, and if you keep it blasé like they're keeping it, so it seems blasé because of shit that they're really dealing with. Like, this is giving you the insight so you know that it's not as blasé as it looks. But at the same time, they step to you. It takes two to tango. And I am agreeing with the energy that I'm feeling where Scorpio is just like, hey, you gotta have your shit together when you step with me. I'm not pressing pause on my life anymore for someone who's not on my level, right? So we're gonna figure this out however we figure this out. And if not, it's cool. I think you've been very cool about this, Scorpio. But the thing is, we've also got the Strength card and then the Ten of Coins. So, you know, honestly, maybe the reason you're being so cool about it is because you see, like, you're gonna begin to see that this person is putting in the work to like get over the situation. And when they finally do, and they come in with this strong communication, between that Eight of Wands and the Emperor energy, and really trying to be serious and practical with this Aries Taurus energy here, resulting in the Ten of Coins, it'll be something I think that you know will be worth waiting for in the end. But I just don't see you pressing pause for it. And I'm getting that feeling if this is someone that you've been dealing with before, then like shit, you just waiting for it to come back around again. But I know you feel like there's more faith in the process this time around if, you know, y'all are cycling together, which is groovy. But if this is a new person, I think you're just like, I have to make sure my phone's on Do Not Disturb. But if it's a new person, you're definitely just gonna be like, you know, hey, it is what it is, you know. This level of detachment seeming to keep a lot of drama out of the situation, which I think you're all about, which is why, you know, this, I do see this ending up very well from the Strength to the Ten of Coins. Yeah. So we've got the Sun card here. A lot of opportunity and potential for growth and expansion because of the way you're coming at this situation, Scorpio. You know, I think, you know, like when we put a lot of restrictions on someone or confinements or ultimatums, it leads them to make decisions that they're not equipped to make, which is the reason they had to be placed with ultimatums and all this shit at first. Like, clearly they weren't doing or getting something right. But the way you're coming at it so cool, calm, collected, and open-minded and free, and saying like, hey, we don't have to do this. You can call me. We can, like, I really am good by myself. I'm good where I am right now. I'm good where I'm going. I dig you. I like you. I could possibly love you, but you know, it's like what I know for sure is like XYZ that I'm not gonna do anymore. Like, take the time you need. Let's not rush this. Let's not force this, you know, because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And I think that type of energy, that type of vibe, that type of mentality, because this is showing how much you've grown and detached from your hurt and if able to been like an inspiration to other people. Because when you handle situations like that, people notice that and they feel that. So I think like by you being able to bring that energy, it opens up the potential wholeheartedly and full on to come into a very solid Ten of Coins type energy. So that's what's going on with them. I'm not going to sit here and be like, be patient, be patient. I'm just going to say be compassionate and be kind. Bringing us back to, actually, yeah, that brought us right back to Ajoite. Oh, I'm going to probably have to Google sound the pronunciation of that stone. But but yeah, it's just gonna boil down to compassion, man. And you just, again, staying in your element, doing you, and realizing that something's gonna work if it will. Allowing someone to know that, you know, they're still just as human for having to get through actually what it seems to be something similar to what you just, you know, got out of. For those of you who, you know, are dealing with a new person. And again, this way of thinking and existing is really going to thwart you into like not only another just higher wave of consciousness, but from there just have you attracting like such interesting and beautiful relationships and experiences based on the way that you're just beginning to see and accept the world. Yeah, just keep doing you and just don't be surprised when this person is just ready to come in, because like without pressure or anything like that, they, you know, they were inspired by compassion, and that was what they needed to say, hey, all right, this is who I want to be, this is who I want to be with, so on and so forth. And then, I mean, I'm telling you, because once this person flips that on, like it's basically like everything in their power, which is a lot, you know, is done. From the Emperor to the Ten of Coins. uh and I note that the Emperor is Aries Taurus energy, because you know it's mostly Aries energy and like cusping energy, but the thing is that very, you know, go-getter, like surefire, you know, fire, you know, like spark under their ass like energy. And what we talk about with Aries is like, you know, they're the initiators, is the first sign of the zodiac, and you know they're also associated with, you know, a lot of projects uncompleted because they can get it going, they can spark something up, but you know, when it comes to completion, that's where the second sign of the zodiac, Taurus, comes into play, and the Hierophant is all about, you know, initiating and completing, and that's where the, you know, that dual energy comes in, and leading to the Ten of Coins, which is also Earth and Taurus energy. So like this person has it all about them, okay? The talk and the walk. They're just having to clear out some cycles that I'm so happy you are not burdening yourself with. You're staying in your element, you're doing you, you're having fun where you get it. And I don't mean like you're going out and being a hoe. I mean like you're going with your flow and you're not letting what someone else's experience stop yours, while still being compassionate to them, while still caring for them, while still answering their calls, while, you know, like whatever. It's no pressure or expectation, Scorpio, and that's so healthy. Really happy for y'all, and I do see a beautiful outcome for this. That's what I've got for you.